Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell in the upper right hand corner. Follow me on all forms of social media. Check me out at thatdrummerguy.com and enjoy the following presentation.
Hey, Josh.
Hi, how's it going?
Good, man.
Oh, awesome. Well, thank you very much for taking time to do this interview.
Oh, no problem. They've got me lined up here. And assembly line. I've been busy all afternoon here, so it's all good.
Awesome. Well, of course, we're here to talk about the brand new live release from Raven, Screaming Murder, Death from Above, which is coming out next Friday through Steamhammer and SPV. I've gotten the chance to be able to check out this live record over the course of the last few weeks, and I really love hearing where Raven is at right now. I love the fact that you guys are sounding as strong as ever, playing the classics, playing the newer songs, and just making it sound like Raven is still one of the strongest bands out there, and it's just, this record is a great representation of that.
That's exactly why we put it out. I mean, we didn't plan on doing this, but the way, sometimes you plan things out meticulously and they all go to hell, and other times things just happen with a life of their own, and this is certainly one of those times. We were having difficulties with the studio album. It was, bouncing from studio to studio, and I had to get a few things fixed, and the record company were like, well, you don't want to put it out right now because it wasn't going to be ready. It's not going to have to come out until the end of the year. And we're like, what are we going to do? Like the end of 2019. It's been so long, we want something out so we can actually, for the fans, and also we can go out and tour with it too. We can't just tour in a vacuum, as it were. And this album's the perfect bridge between the last studio album and the new one, because it shows us where we are, shows the change in the band now that we've got Mike Heller in on drums, and it just really bridges, like you said, from the past through to the future too. And it's a pure look. We didn't even know it was being recorded. The sound guy, we were on tour with Dirk Schneider as special guests over in Europe. So we were in Denmark, we played the show. Sound man came up to Mike after the show and said, here's a memory stick, I recorded the show. And he said, oh great, and didn't have anything to listen on, so he just put it in his pocket and it went in his case. And 6 months later, when we're like, do we have anything live we could maybe put an EP out with or something? And he digs around and plays this thing and gets blown away, and just says, you got to hear this. This is a live album. And the only thing that needed fixing was I'd broken a string on the second song, which never happens on bass. I never break strings, but I broke string. I had to run over. Got my wireless headset, so I'm still singing. Changed my bass, and there's 5 seconds of dead air where there's no bass guitar. So that's the only thing we had to fix. Everything else is au naturel. It's the way it was, warts and all, and it's real, and that's why it works.
Oh, that's incredible, and, that's going to be a great feeling as well, too. I mean, the fact that this show wasn't planned by you guys to be able to have a live record, it was just you going out and being the best possible band you could be, opening up for Dirk Schneider, and, just going back and listening to it and not having that pressure of knowing that it's going to be a live record, but just going out and playing a Raven show.
Yeah, I mean, these days, you can't burp without it ending up on YouTube anyway, so a lot of that, trepidation you used to feel, back in the day when it was like, this is going to be recorded live. Oh my God, I have to get it right. Oh my, you got the red light thing. When you've been doing it as long as we have, that kind of wears off a bit anyway. But I mean, literally, we had no idea this was being recorded. So there was certainly, no performance issues as far as that's concerned. And to us, it was just another great show on a great tour, which we've been playing shows that good and better through the whole tour and through every tour we've been doing since then. So it's just a great document of where we are,
And with that said, I mean, obviously with now having a piece of that tour now going to be available next Friday, I mean, what was it like being a part of that tour, opening up for Dirk Schneider?
That was great. I mean, we've been friends with Udo for years, and we actually played with them back back in 2000. It was the last tour we did before my brother had his horrible accident in 2001. And of course, Udo co-produced the All for One album back in '83 with Michael Wagner. We've got a history back with him from years. His crew we could have done without. They were, sometimes these things happen, but we just dealt with it like the professionals we are and told them to go insert parts of bodies where they don't belong and got on with it. It was good for us because it was a very intense tour as far as the number of dates. It was a 50-date tour, but it was spread over 70 dates, so we added a lot of extra headline shows in between. And we actually headlined a festival in the UK on December 2nd of 2017, a new wave of British heavy metal thing, which was really good for us. And we got to play places we've never played. We'd done one show in Poland before, so we got to play like 3 or 4 shows in Poland. We got to play 3 or 4 shows in Finland. We got to play the Baltics, Lithuania, Estonia, Latvia. Just places Denmark. It was the first time we've been in Denmark, so it was really good for that. It's always good playing new cities, meeting new people, and the reaction was excellent at all these places. Was really, really good. And there's no video of this. I keep getting people asking, so was this videoed? And it's like, no. And I'm ambivalent about doing like a live DVD because it's kind of done to death, and I really want people to come see us live. I think it's a much better experience than sticking a bit of plastic in and getting bamboozled by 5,000 camera changes. Let's do 1 million cuts to make it look exciting. I mean, you can have a static camera on us and it'll look pretty exciting. So I don't know. We may do it at some point just simply because we've never really done it. So that there's always that. But all there is out from this tour, there may be a song or two out on YouTube, but there's a lot of YouTube video out from that tour and the tours following. So people can get a good idea of what it's all about from that. But to really see what we're all about, you got to come and see us live.
Oh, absolutely. And a great representation of that was just a couple months back when you were doing a headlining tour here in the States. What was that like, doing another headlining run here?
It's always good playing the States. We have obviously a lot of friends because we've been touring over here forever. And there's still places we haven't played. You could literally just keep playing the States forever and go on and on and on. But no, we met a lot of cool people this time out. And it's, touring in the States at the moment it's up and down. Certain venues you'll play and the attendance isn't great, and other ones it's awesome. It all depends on how many bands are out on that particular night of the week, on what particular night of the week it is. If there's 5 tours out in one city and it's a Tuesday, no one's going to do very good. Unless Zeppelin reformed or something, no one's going to do that very good on that. And it's getting real difficult for people going out on weekdays. Weekends is always okay, but doing a Wednesday night in Des Moines, it can be tough. But there's people out there, and we want to play to them, so we go out and do it. The next tour we're going out with it's going to be more of a package tour thing, which I think is more appealing, a bit more of a one-off, more of an event. So it's probably going to be like maybe 3, maybe 4 new wave for British heavy metal bands, and it's something we're talking about doing. So let's see if that comes off. That could be a lot of fun,
Oh.
Everyone gets a fair shake. We all play like a 50 minutes, maybe an hour set, depending on how many bands are involved, and everyone's a winner. So sounds good.
Oh, that sounds incredible. I mean, if all of that comes to fruition, I mean, that just sounds like it'd be an incredible time.
Yeah, it's all the bands we've talked about that where everyone knows each other. We're all friendly, so that's paramount to making it work. Everyone works together, and I think it'll be a lot of fun. So hopefully, it's still in the planning stages, but hopefully that'll come off. And then once it does, and it's all locked down, then we can and announce and go from there.
Oh, definitely. So, with that in mind, obviously, with these amazing opportunities that Raven is always able to manage to get, whether it's opening for someone like Udo, whether it's going out and headlining in the States, I mean, what's it like for you being able to adapt to those situations, either opening for someone or headlining?
Well, it's a different kettles of fish. If you're opening, there's parameters. You're given a set list. Like we played with, it was going to be Saxon, Y&T, and us, and Y&T had to back out because Dave Menichetti hurt his back, and they put another band, FM, in, who we didn't really know, but turned out to be an awesome bunch of guys that are a lot more EOR than us or Saxon are. But overall, the package worked out nice, and that was a shorter set for us. We were only on for 30 minutes, so it's 30 minutes. We're going out there like B-52 bombers. We're just going to flatten everything in sight as quickly as possible. So you've got those parameters, and of course there's other considerations on a tour like that. There's 3 bands equipment on stage at once, and luckily with FM being a 5-piece keyboard band, the drums are on one side, and we were able to just set everything up and just work around it, and it worked out pretty good. Again, that's a case of the bands working together and making it happen. And again, with something like that, as well as the human element, you've got to be able to work with the crew or the band. It's usually the crew who's the issue, and with that Saxon tour, the crews were incredible, just totally pro. And once they got to see that we were totally pro, everyone got on like a house on fire and did whatever needed to be done to make it work. We've done tours before where the crew are, to put it simply, just jerks, and it makes it hard. So, but again, you're stuck with that, and you just got to bite the bullet and get through it. When it's your show, well, that's turned upside down. You've got an hour and a half, or as long as you want to play it, because sometimes we'll just play it till we stop. If people want to hear more, if we're up for it, we'll keep going, and you can change the setup a little bit more. It's hard to, if you're playing 30 or 45 minutes, it's hard to say, oh, we'll change this one and this one and this one, because then your timing goes out the window, because not all songs, of course, are the same length. So you've got to, be within those parameters too, because usually the night is planned out. They have the opening band going on, say, the doors at 6:30, the opening band at 7 to 7:30, 15-minute changeover, the next band goes on at 1:45, they're off at 8:30, the main band's on at 9. And that's the law, because if somebody screws up and it goes longer, then the main band gets hit. They have to cut a song out, and they're never happy about that, of course. And they can't go over, because some of these places are union, and you end up paying exorbitant amounts of money in overtime and stuff for the house crew. So, these are all factors that people really don't get into too much. But it's all part of it. So obviously we like, it's a two-edged sword. You play your headline show, you get to play what you want as long as you want. You play an opening show if it's the right kind of show, like it was for us doing with Dirk Schneider and doing with Saxon. You get to play to a different audience. You get to play to people who've maybe never even heard of you before. And it's been really good for us. We did the Dirk Schneider tour, which was awesome. And then we did the Saxon. We could see the benefit from playing the one before. We had all people in the front row with the T-shirts from the last show and chanting the band's name before we came on. And, it shows that it made a dent, it made a difference. So that's always good to see.
Yeah, and, bringing things back around into the new live album, I mean, that's why I really love that this set was from you opening for Dirk Schneider, because, it's just like, it's a great 11 songs, and it's a great quick representation of what Raven can do live. So when you do get the opportunity to be able to see Raven live, whether it's opening for another band or getting to see you headline, you get that more of that full Raven experience. And every time that I listen to this live album, it just makes me more excited to be able to see you guys again.
No, it's real. It's what it is. It's a band out on stage trying to win over an audience, and we do. It's a place we'd never played before with people who've never seen us before. So and you kind of get that. It's just us whittling them down bit by bit and winning them over. That's the fun part about doing an opening slot with just about anyone. Actually, it's you're up on trial. You have to deliver. There's no just waltzing on. Hey, everyone everyone loves us. It's going to be. We never treat it like that ever, whether it's headline or opening. But I mean, when it's opening like that, you've never played to a crowd before, you've never been there. You got to go out there, and you want to show your worth. You want to prove yourself, and it's a challenge we relish. We love it.
And it's so great to hear that passion is still going on after all this time. I mean, especially when you continue to get these opportunities of playing areas you've never played before, playing with bands you've never played before, bringing out bands that you may not be familiar with or you want the fans to be able to be familiar with. I mean, there's so many variables that can go into a tour, and it's great to see that passion and fire is still going with every single tour.
No, we love what we do. If we didn't, we wouldn't be doing it. I mean, it's if this was a job, you'd probably walk away and quit after about 3 or 4 days. It's it's that hour and a half, 2 hour window, whether you're on stage or around it, whatever. That's what's important, and everything else just leads up to that. There's ridiculous amounts of travel. I mean, we've done shows it's usually in the States on our headline tours where there's almost no sleep. You pack up and you've got a 12, 14-hour drive to the next show, and we just pull over and grab an hour's worth of whatever, because it's physically impossible to say, okay, we'll go to a hotel for 6 hours and then we'll get up and you're not going to make the show. So we've done that, and we've done it back to back, which gets dangerous. Thank God there's, you got enough people to share the driving. It can get a little hairy. It's not recommended, but we do what we got to do.
So also,
and it's, if we didn't like it, we wouldn't be doing it. We enjoy the hell out of it.
Oh yeah, and as taxing as it can be, I mean, especially in the States with those very long drives that are going on there. I mean, I imagine it's going to be a cool feeling, like being able to discover all these different territories you might not have been before, like whether it is like that long stretch between like the Midwest to Denver, for example, or something like that where you're discovering like the mountains or the deserts or the forests or whatever the case is, just like going through these different areas and playing these areas you haven't played before.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully, I mean, look, we sometimes get a chance to, we try to get out and wander around wherever we're going. There was a lot of long drives on that last one, so that didn't happen as much as we'd like to. But there's still, different routings and places we've never been to and stuff you haven't seen. It's impossible to see it all. And we just love that. It's great to get out with. We realize how incredibly lucky we are. I mean, there's so many people in the States don't get to see any of that. And I mean, I've been to, even if it's just driving through, I've been to every state except for Hawaii and Alaska. And we've played in probably almost every state. So I think there's still 5 or 6 states we haven't played in. But we played in South Dakota for the first time on this. We played in Iowa for the first time on that last tour. So there's still new places to play. It's amazing. And then when you get on a worldwide basis, I mean, we're off to Japan in March, then we're going to be playing China right afterwards. That's, uncharted territory for us. We've never done that before. And later in the year, we're going to be doing a lot more in South America, places we've never been, Latin America, never done that. Mexico for the first time. We have a huge following in Mexico. Never got to play there before. And Australia, we're negotiating that too. So it's great. A lot of the bucket list is getting a lot of ticks at the minute. It's good.
Yeah, I mean, again, as a fan, I mean, I'm just so happy to see that you guys are hitting all of these new territories that you haven't been able to perform live in yet. And, just like be it Australia, be it China, South America, Europe, or the States, it's just like you're getting to experience all these different territories, especially in 2019 for the first time. And it's great to see that after all this time.
Yeah, I mean, we've kind of been around the block. I mean, it was pointed out that this year's our 45th anniversary as a band, and that's kind of impossible to get your head around, because with the majority of things that go on in your brain, you still think you're 14 or 15-year-old. I mean, when you wake up the morning after a show and you need a bottle of Advil to be able to get off the bed, maybe you'll realise it then occasionally, but other than that, touch wood, we're in good shape, and we can, we still deliver. We're not a pale imitation of what we ever were. In many ways, we're better. We're as energetic, we play better, we have a better communication within the bands as far as like an ESP thing going on, and you know, it's strength to strength, and it's incredibly fortunate place to be, and we will make the most of our opportunities. You know, we really appreciate the fact that we've got fans that are like really good to us and really support the band, and you know, it works both ways. We put it out and we get it back, so we gotta keep putting it out.
And I think with that, I think it's a fantastic note to end on. Thank you so very much for taking all this time to talk to me about everything going on in the world of Raven right now. And of course, the brand new live album, Screaming Murder, Death from Above, which is coming out next Friday through Steamhammer SPV. It was an absolute honor to be able to talk to you. This is an interview I've wanted to do for so many years, and it was so great to be able to talk to you about Raven, about this new live album, and everything to look forward to in 2019.
Oh, thanks so much, Josh. I appreciate it.
Not a problem. Before we wrap things up, is there anything else you'd like to mention that I hadn't brought up yet?
Not really. We just, like we say, we're working on that studio album. It's going to blow people's minds. It's really fast, furious, and in some ways a bit of a throwback to the early albums where there's a lot of speed and a lot of parts, but the songs are very strong, the melodies are very strong, the playing's out of this world, and that's why we put this live album out. It's a great bridge through to that album. So watch out. We'll keep you posted.